Hey friends, how are you guys today? I wanted to do a video just to kind of talk about what one of my typical days looks like. So I did this in the past when I first started, and that video seemed to help a lot of people. So I thought this might help you as well. Now that I'm a bit more of still wouldn't call myself an experienced investor, but I'm not as new as I was last year. If you haven't watched our previous videos, I would suggest you start there so you can kind of get to know me a little bit better. But in sum, I still consider myself a new investor. We celebrated our 1 year anniversary for our wholesaling and rental and owner finance and subject to do a little bit of everything business. But we just celebrated that back in September 2019, just a couple months ago. So we're still very new. We started out with wholesaling. Wholesaling led to rentals and buy and holds. Then we learned about subject to and owner finance, and that kind of turned into our niche for the moment. And now we're working on Airbnb, our first Airbnb. Anyway, I want to kind of talk to you about what my days look like now that I am full-time and I have a lot more on my plate than I did when I first started. So I'll go back to yesterday. Yesterday I started very motivated. So I woke up and started my morning routine. I wrote down my 10 dreams. I wrote down my results list. A results list is something that was introduced to me by Rachel Hollis. She is the author of Girl Stop Apologizing. And she just talked about, like, on a to-do list, it's ongoing, right? And you spend most of your time just moving it forward to the next day. A results list is just very vague on what I need to get done to make this day a successful day. And you don't want any more than 5. So yesterday I keep saying, you guys know I'm the president of Toastmasters. Should not even be a part of my vocabulary, but for some reason when I get on these videos, sorry. Yesterday on my results list, I had get sub 2 sellers squared away. I had complete updates on website and market owner finance properties. Those were my only 3. Typically I would do a to-do list, but what I've learned now is if I just give myself the bigger picture, I already know what the to-do list is. I already know what I need to do to get to that end goal. And if I don't, I'll jot it down, but I don't need to write down every single step. At this point, I already kind of know what I need to do. So number 1 on my results list, again, was to get the seller squared away. We purchased a property subject to. When we purchased the property, we did learn that she had a lien on the property from HOA. And we also learned that she was pretty far behind on the mortgage, a little farther than she disclosed to us when we were purchasing the property, which is fine. We saw the mortgage statement, so we knew that it would be a little bit more. So when I said get seller squared away, I meant I would needed to speak with the HOA attorney and see if they would still honor the payment plan that she had in place, so that I can do a payment instead of paying it off in full, because I know I'm going to have this house sold within the next few weeks, so there's no point in me eating that cost up front when I know it'll just get paid off when I sell this property. And then for the I keep saying I'm so sorry. And then for the mortgage company, I sent in our limited power of attorney, our third-party authorization form. I sent it into them last week, so I've been calling every day to see if they received it yet. Sometimes it takes a few days. I did get a confirmation email, so I know that that their office has it. I'm not sure if it made it to the right hands yet. So I've been calling every day to see if it's been received, and once it is, I can talk to them about working something out for her past due balance. So we could do maybe like a loan modification, or we could do a forbearance or a hardship, but just something. So again, I'm not paying all of that money right up front out of pocket. Instead, it'll just be tacked on to the end of the loan, and the loan will obviously be paid off when I sell the property in a few weeks. Also, we are listing this property, so I needed to call the broker and negotiate some terms. So we just negotiated like paying 2% instead of 3%. And I needed to so because of the due on sale clause, for this particular property, I haven't recorded the deed yet because I'm still in the works with working with the mortgage company. And while they're reviewing the finances, I don't want them to see that there was a change of transfer. The downside to that is, since I haven't recorded the deed, and with listing it, well, not the downside, I need the previous seller. I need the seller's permission to do so because everything is technically still in her name as it's been recorded. Could I go and record the deed, tomorrow and go ahead and do it? Yes, but then seasoned investors, what am I going to be hit with? Think about this. If I just bought this house and I just recorded the deed today and I want to try to sell it tomorrow and list it, what's going to be an issue I'm going to run into? Yes, seasoning. If I don't have that house for longer than 90 days in my name, it will not be eligible for FHA financing, and that's going to cut out a lot of potential buyers. So that's why it would not be wise for me to go ahead and record it, because then I will have to wait 90 days for seasoning before I can accept an offer from an FHA person who's receiving financing from HOA. I got most of that done. The HOA attorney has been giving me the runaround, not returning my phone call. So I'm actually sitting in my car now. They said she should get back from lunch at 1:30, so I'm going to call her. And if she doesn't answer again, like she hasn't for this entire week, I am going to just drive over there to the office and get some answers. Shell Point, again, the mortgage company, that of course they still didn't receive my third-party authorization. I'm going to give a call back before they close just to see if anything changed. So I'll follow up with them. Second thing on my results list was update the website. So on our website, I wanted to add a couple of other pages. Right now, it's just a basic landing page where potential sellers can just put in their information and get a call back and an offer for their home. I wanted to make it a little bit more personable, like tell people why they should go with us, who we are, what our history is, what our background is. And then we also added a page for our owner financing homes. I feel like so many times when I'm marketing my houses for owner finance, I'm saying the same thing over and over and over again. So it would be nice if I can just give a nice clean link, and it'll link them to that page that has all of the properties that we currently have available with owner financing. I was able to update that. It's Wix, and Wix is so outdated now, but I already paid my subscription up, and I'm kind of I feel like I'm married to it because I put so much work into it. But literally, I was meeting with somebody a couple weeks ago, and they put up this new website template, plugged in a couple numbers, and their website looked 20 times better than mine in like 2 seconds, where it takes me like 2 days to just make any kind of changes because Wix is so slow. It's outdated. It doesn't have all the new stuff. It's not really, to me, click and just plug in friendly. Like, you have to do so much work with it. Took me forever, but I did get one of the houses on there. I uploaded all of the pictures for the others, but I just haven't added it to the page yet. So the groundwork is done now. It's just a matter of me getting in there and trudging through it. My sister recommended I look up someone on Fiverr to do it. I probably will end up doing that. Honestly, I was beginning to get frustrated. Hey, maybe Wix isn't that bad. Maybe people who actually know how to use it know some tricks that I don't, and it's not as terrible as I feel like it is. So that part. And then the third result for yesterday was update owner finance marketing. We just recently got another property just a few days ago, and I didn't really have any marketing ready for that one. And the ones that I had, I was trying to do something different. I was partnering with someone, but they were new, so they're having a very difficult time with the disposition of our property. So I'm going to have to step back in and ramp up the marketing because I can't hold on to houses this long. I was almost hit with $6,000 worth of mortgages this month. So these houses have to get moved. I'm not paying all those mortgages every month. It's to make money, not spend money, right? Not that I don't want to look like an investor. I want to be an investor. And to invest means I'm getting a return on my investment. So, I said again. God, somebody tally all my uhs and get me in the comments, please. I feel like I accomplished the 3 results that I wanted for yesterday. Some are going to fall into today because it was out of my control. Again, like the HOA attorney who I have to go see today if she doesn't answer again. And then calling the mortgage company back. Fighting with Wix or hiring someone from Fiverr. Today's results list was finish up website, or complete website. I use the word complete website, complete marketing campaign for owner finance homes, continue to get the seller squared away, which is what I'm doing, and mastermind with a like-minded investor. I did the first few things, like I am working on getting that seller squared away. I have not touched the website today. I will do that when I get home, probably. Why did I say probably? I will do that when I get home. Universe, take that probably back. And Another write it down. And I have not started the marketing campaign yet, but I'm kind of brainstorming as I'm driving and riding around today on how I want to do that, how I want it to look. Am I going to do like a bunch of separate ones, or try to use that landing page that I kind of created yesterday and just do one big one marketing campaign with everything on it, and then just blast it? Maybe I'll do both, but Facebook is really funny on Marketplace sometimes about, duplicate listings. So we'll see how that goes. But I did meet with the like-minded investor today. There's a young lady who I met last year. I just met her randomly on Facebook, and we got together for coffee, and she seems to be the real deal. Like, she's really doing this thing like I am. Like, she's really in the middle of it. So many people on Facebook fake. My sister and I talked about this yesterday. So I really believe people on Facebook, like, if they say they're doing well, because I don't lie. Like, if you look on my Facebook or follow me on social media, I am transparent. I will tell you about the good, the bad, the ugly, the wacky, the whimsical, everything. Like, I'm very transparent and honest about who I am and what I do. I learned last year that almost everybody else is not like that. People really get on social media and lie. Like there's one person I met with, on social media, you would think she was like a real estate mogul. She talks the talk. She posts pictures to make it look like she walked the walk. And I got into a little bit of business with her, and she So this year I want to nurture relationships with people who I know are the real deal, and get away from quantity and trying to meet with everyone who I think might, bring value to what I'm doing, or who invite me for lunch or invite me for coffee. I'm going to have to just start hitting some hard no's with them and just focus on the people who I currently know, and I know what they're doing, and I know that they're doing what they say they're doing, and they're doing a great job at it. So I want to nurture those relationships. Anyway, she was one of those people who I met with. She just debuted her first Airbnb, and I wanted to show support, so I came by to take a look at the house, and then I wanted to invite some other ladies in real estate to do a vision board make and take or workshop at her Airbnb. And so that'll kill two birds with one stone. We'll be her first customers, so we're supporting her business, but then you'll have a lot of other real estate people, in the place to be, so we can get the buzz out about your Airbnb, and we'll all be there to write reviews, so you'll already have some great reviews coming from those of us who will be in attendance. So just support other women, right? Supporting her. She's somebody who I do want to have a long-term relationship with, and so I want to add value to her immediately. Obviously, I want some reciprocity. Last year I spent a lot of time giving, and now I want all of my relationships to have some reciprocity. And I think this is one that has the potential to have that. So I feel like I am getting the results that I am looking for. I still have some contracts to write for the house that I told you guys we verbally have it under contract, but I want to get some things in writing, obviously. But it was the holiday. We were on vacation in Ocean Isle, South Carolina, and I wasn't working, and I'm so glad I did it, and I feel so much more refreshed. But now I have to backtrack and get some things done that I didn't do when I was on vacation, like that contract and getting that written. But basically, a day in the life now is looking better than it ever has. Before, it was 24 hours. It was 24 hours working on my business, and now I'm really getting to a place where I can set some boundaries for myself and say, no, this is my time, or no, I'm unable to take this phone call right now. I learned very quickly that last year I provided a service, but I was not running a business. I was not. I did hire a business coach. We have our big meeting tomorrow. We go over our quarterly goals, and I'm excited to get some groundwork in and just really start treating real estate investing like a business, because it is. So I'll keep you guys posted with that part too, like treating it like a business, and some of the things that my business coach shared with me, I'll be happy to share with you guys. I'm paying $2,500 a month for it, so you'll be getting it for free. You're welcome. Thank me later. Buy one of my houses. Thank me by buying one of my houses. Okay, I hope this was helpful. I hope this added value to someone out there who is wondering what it's like, or what your days look like, or what you should be doing, or what you should be working on day to day. And I'll try to do more of these videos. In the meantime, you guys take care of yourselves and take care of each other. I'll talk to you soon.